Keep those hands where I can see them, stranger. This one's mine, and I prefer my killing to be for profit today. Oh, just a working man passing through. This fella here had a price on his head. Thought he'd run far enough. He hadn't. Slow down there, cowboy. Buy a fella dinner first. Let's just say I'm currently residing in Burning Springs, across the river in what used to be Ohio. Well, that's the name the locals use these days. Burned clean away after the war. Not like here. Might have been an improvement. Or maybe it was bombs, maybe something else. Nothing but rock, sand, and poison dust now. An opportunity, if you got the stones for it. Got a half-assed town out there, though. Highway town. At least they've got a decent bar. Well, you got a map on that fancy Pip-Boy of yours? I'll point it out. If you're inclined, there's a bridge out by Point Pleasant. You might even survive the experience. Plenty of work out there, if you don't mind killing. But make it quick. I'm getting bored fast. Well, he was dead the moment they put a bounty on his sorry ass. This just happens to be where we concluded our business. Bingo! Got it in one. Run a little business out in Burning Springs from a saloon called The Last Resort. I farm some of it out to independent operators. I keep the fun ones for myself. If you're interested, find me there. I got a feeling you might be cut out for this sort of thing. The hell if I know. So long as the caps from the bounty end up in my pocket to pay for the chems in my lungs, I don't much care what they did.
Don't like the fog. Even just a mist makes it harder to see. Great. It's all Hey there. The name's Maggie. I'm looking for someone to head into Monongah Mine for me. I'll pay for anything you can find about a man named Earl Williams. He was my pops. The mines have been closed up since before the war, but you look like the resourceful type. Think you can lend me a hand?
Great. Wow.
Fair enough. What do you want to know? He and some other townsfolk got some liquid courage one night and decided to go up to the mine. I knew that damn bourbon would be the end of him somehow. They kept going on about getting the last of what they could before that Deke Sykes from Hornwright Industrial closed up the mine. Well, that son of a bitch ended up blasting the entrance closed with everyone still inside. This was back in January '76, after Hornwright cleaned out everything that they could from the mine. So, I'm not delusional. I know he's dead. It's been over 20 years, and if the hunger didn't get him, then I'm sure the radiation did. I hope he didn't suffer too much. You don't think I tried? I clawed at the rubble until my hands bled, and they had to drag me away. They told me that my pops ran off and said the others left Monongah since there was no more work. I think it was some sort of cover-up. They either got paid off by the Hornwrights to keep quiet, or they didn't want to deal with the expenses of a rescue mission. You make some time to help me out yet? I promise I'll do what I can to make it worth your while. I'll pay you with whatever I can. That watch is more important to me than any other thing I own. Good luck.
Out, right?
Brotherhood has returned. Our mission is to help you lead a better, safer life, free from the dangers left behind in the wake of the Great War. If you require aid, or if you wish to join us in our mission, find us at Fort Atlas. A new dawn is here for us. Join us in...
Hi, this is Gabe Ramses, and I'm leaving this message to inform the Parks and Rec Department of the horrible experience my family and I had this week at the Alpine River Cabins. Look, we were all looking forward to a nice weekend getaway in the wilderness, but between the constant shaking in the cabins, rodent swarms, and blood-curdling screams, well, I'm more stressed than I was before. My boys were so upset they swore they saw the picture frames spinning on the walls. My tax dollars pay your salaries, so I demand recompense, or you can bet I'll do my darndest to make sure that money is in someone else's pocket next election. And one more thing. Maybe you could get off your lazy butts and pick up some garbage here. This place is filthy. I know all the recent hubbub about atomic war, but that doesn't mean the place has to look like it was just hit with a nuclear bomb.